Hey everyone, this is Sleekozzy here, and welcome back guys to another video. Today I have some news regarding a new limited time mode that could potentially be coming to Fortnite Battle Royale very soon. So if you guys are hyped for this video, please do show support by leaving a like on it, and if you're new here then subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the new amazing Fortnite content coming your way. And as you saw at the beginning of the video, me, Mikey ATF and Nitro Luke DX have a free V-Bucks giveaway going on right now. Click the top link in the description down below, follow the steps to enter, and the winner will be announced at the end of this month, and you can get your hands on some free Fortnite V-Bucks. So, the topic of discussion for today's video is going to be regarding a new limited time mode that could potentially be in the works. This is coming from Fortnite Insider. I will leave all of the links and sources in the description down below, so you guys can go down there, check them out for yourselves, and read up on this in more detail. So a Reddit user asked Epic about some, different types of limited time modes and different ways to kind of spice up the game and make it more interesting in limited time modes. Obviously, we've seen high explosives, we've seen 20 versus 20, 50 versus 50, and this one is very interesting. So someone asked if there would be a progressive limited time mode where it would essentially work like gun game from the Call of Duty series, where you start off as a pistol. When you get a kill with that pistol, you work your way up through the ranks and the guns get progressively better, or like it cycles through all of the weapons in the game and you have to get a kill with each of them before you can move on to the next one. And I think that's an amazing idea, and an Epic employee called Dusty Devo replied to this. I'll put the image on screen right now so you can see, saying it's totally on the list to try a progressive weapon loadout limited time mode at some point. Would probably bring in the storm early to keep everyone together, flip on respawn so the game reliably ends with someone making it through the weapons ladder. What do you guys think? Gold Scar down to pistols or weaker weapons up to strong? And basically he's saying there that he wants to get people's opinions on what they think of the kind of layout of the mode. So he said he wants to bring in the storm earlier to keep everyone together and turn on respawns so the game reliably ends with someone making it through the weapons ladder and there being a winner. So the only way for someone to win is for them to get the kill with the last ever weapon in the kind of rotation. So that would mean that you could start off with a pistol and get all the way up to a golden scar. So essentially, it completely wreck face with the golden scar, all the way up from just like a grey pistol or a revolver, and respawns would be on. So unlimited lives in this limited time mode, or maybe like 3 lives maybe. And then you're out, or you die. Like, if you die 3 times, that's it, you're gone, bye-bye. I can't really exactly remember how it works in Call of Duty, because I haven't played gun game in years, but the premise of it is that you start off with a crap weapon, you get a kill, you work your way up, all the way up until the last weapon, you have to get a kill with it, and then you win the game. Now, this is a very interesting idea. Turn on unlimited respawn so people can respawn back in and do whatever they want. Obviously, I think everyone should be given 3 lives each to kind of make it easier. Otherwise, there'd be loads of people running about with like weapons, and it'd probably go on for a long time and it would never end. And maybe there could be a system in Fortnite Battle Royale similar to gun game in Call of Duty, where if you knife someone in Call of Duty gun game, they get demoted back 1 weapon. So say if someone hypothetically gets a kill with a revolver and they move on to an SMG, and someone stabs them, then they get demoted back down to the previous rank. Now obviously in Fortnite we haven't got the ability to stab people and kill people in 1 hit, but there are swords and melee weapons in Save the World, so they could bring in that instead of a pickaxe, and you have a sword instead of a pick, and you have to knife them maybe 2 times. Like each stab equals about 50 health, and you have to stab them twice in order for them to die, and then they get demoted down to the previous rank of weapon. I think that would be a very good idea. But this game mode in general, I think would be amazing fun, because it gives people opportunity to use all different types of weapons in one game. And now there are a couple of questions which I have regarding this, and the people who wrote the article on Fortnite Insider touched upon some of these points as well. One of them being, can you build? Are you allowed to build in this game mode? Are you allowed to farm resources? Are you allowed to make bases? And all that sort of stuff, because that would be very interesting, considering that this is a gun game mode. I assume so. I assume you're allowed to build, because why wouldn't you be able to build? That's just a question that I have. Also, would the ammo for these weapons be unlimited? Because obviously it cycles through different ammo types. So one time you might have a sniper, next you might have a pistol, then you might have a rocket launcher. They're all different ammo types that you have to get one kill with. You might miss, you might have to shoot them multiple times. So there's definitely like a question there of, will these guns have unlimited ammo, or will you still have to pick up loot drops from other people's corpses, or like loot drops around in chests and loot boxes? Because obviously with the limited time mode, with this mod being introduced, each kill you go up a weapon tier, so there's no need to loot chests for weapons. So maybe the treasure chests and the supply drops in the game drop ammo instead of weapons, which could be which could be an interesting idea. Or they could just turn on unlimited ammo to make it easier. Also as well, how many people are going to be involved in this? Is it going to be a full 100 player lobby, or are they going to reduce it to like 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 people? Because 100 players grouped in one section of the map playing gun game is definitely a fun idea, but I can imagine it getting very hectic very quickly, especially with building and then weapons like the minigun and the RPG. And if it is unlimited ammo, there'll be RPGs and miniguns and scars flying everywhere on the map if there's 100 people in it. So these are the questions I have, but Epic always managed to pull through, and the limited time modes that they bring out are amazing. I loved Solid Gold, Teams of 20. I love High Explosives version 2. And Sniper Shootout, so I have high hopes that they will pull this off. Now, Fortnite Insider touched upon, having less players in a match and having the Storm, it's a bit of both. They said that they would like players to only have a section of the map where they could spawn, so the bus goes across that section, so maybe the Storm is already in that one area of the map. Maybe they split it into quarters, and you have like somewhere over by Pleasant Park, then you have an area up by Wailing Woods, then you have some down by Flush Factory, and then others over by Retail Row. Like in each corner of the map, the Storm goes in, and that's the only place you can drop, just to make it kind of more condensed. And then with that, they would obviously have to decrease the amount of players that are in the lobby, so maybe like 20 players, or 50 players, 25 players, something like that, to kind of alleviate the amount of people that are in there. Because 100 players dropping down in a quarter of the map is going to be so hectic and so ridiculous. So I imagine they would kind of cut the players down in half, or down to a quarter, like 25 people in one section of the map. I think would be a good idea. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I would love to get your guys' opinions on this. An Epic employee has said that they would love to bring out a gun game type limited time mode at some point, which could be amazing. I mean, unlimited respawns, or more respawns than normal, because obviously if you get killed, bang, you're dead, that's it, unless you're in a team, which you can get revived. But also, could this open up the window for kill cams? Because in gun game, when you get killed, in Call of Duty, there's a kill cam where you can see the person who killed you, and then you have to wait a few seconds before you can respawn. Will they include that? Will they include that system in? So, say for example, you get shot with a sniper from 200 meters away, instead of spectating someone else, because that could give away that person's position. If you die and you spectate someone else for a few seconds before you respawn, you could know where they are and go over there if they're hiding in a corner, find out where they are exactly, and kill them, which would be a little bit unfair. So maybe there's a kind of like a kill cam of where they shot you from, or like if they did an up close shotgun battle with you, you can kind of watch that shotgun battle of where you died before you respawn. Or you can just look at your dead body on the floor for a few seconds before you respawn, like nothing actually happens, you just look at the floor and then you respawn. But I think adding in kill cams would be an amazing addition to the game with this limited time mode in mind, because if you're spectating other players, you get to know where they are, you know their position, you can kill them. It's a bit unfair. If someone's got like a really cool bait hidden up in the corner and you spectate them and you're like, oh, that person's over there, I'm going to go kill him now. That's not very fair. So, I'm not too sure how they could do it, but I'm incredibly excited to see where they go with it. Epic have said that they are working on it, or they want to do it, so more often than not, like, it's most likely going to happen at some point. I know that they're trying to be more experimental with their limited time modes, and it just opens up the door for them to do things that wouldn't normally be introduced into the normal game. Like, they could include a jetpack mode, because obviously people were expecting the jetpack to be released into Battle Royale. It hasn't been released yet, so they could bring out a limited time mode where, you know, the jetpacks are only in that limited time mode, because maybe they don't want to release it into the main game because there's some sort of problem with it, or they're not happy with the way it turned out to be, to be introduced into the main game. So they might do something where they just put it into a limited time mode, and that's fine. You know, the limited time modes are a choice. They're there for a week at a time. You don't have to play them. They're just there for a little bit of silly fun, which I think is absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to see what comes of this. So, obviously, guys, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down in the comments below. I'll leave all the sources in the description. And obviously, guys, we have a giveaway going on right now. Free Fortnite V-Bucks. Me, Mikey ATF, and NitroLukeDX have this giveaway going. Click the top link in the description down below. Follow the easy steps to enter. We'll be announcing the winner at the end of this month. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like on it. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the new amazing Fortnite content coming your way. And with that, my name has been Sleekos. You guys have been amazing, and I will see each and every one of you in my next video. Goodbye, guys.